In the Imaginary EPL, today TommyDGNR8 in white take on Spartak Bhoys in blue. TommyDGNR8 kick off. Wilson lays it back to Stones. Stones to Gamboa. Gamboa looks for a runner ahead of him. Sideways to Wanyama. Wanyama's under pressure though. Keeps going. Still Wanyama. Inside to Pereira now. Pereira out to Gamboa on the right wing, and he's offside. Team news, TommyDGNR8 unchanged. It seems very rare for them to make changes at all. One change for Spartak. Hector Bellerin is suspended at right back and is replaced today by Browning of Everton. This is Wanyama for Tommy. Pereira. To Wilson. Oh, look for the striker, but Rojo heads it away. And now Lewandowski, such a prolific scorer, has got it. Still Lewandowski. Inside to Pella, playing in the role just behind the striker today. He was there last week as well. Pella. Out wide Sterling. Sterling checks inside. Looks for Lewandowski. Away by Vertonghen. Back to Sterling. Sterling to Mason. Mason to O'Shea, playing central midfield for Spartak. This is Pella. Lewandowski. Ward-Prowse. Oh, offside. Offside anyway. Gamboa throw-in, gives it to Delafeu for Tommy. Delafeu down the right wing. To Wanyama. Gamboa on the overlap. Cross comes in. Out by Rojo. Headed away. Wanyama picks it up again for Tommy. Delafeu. To Pereira. Pereira out to Gamboa on the right. Man comes to him. Gamboa goes past him. Can he get the cross in? Back to Wanyama instead. Wanyama back to Delafeu. Across to Pereira. Pereira's just inside the penalty area. Out for a corner. O'Shea blocks it. Pereira takes the corner. Vertonghen safely in the arms of Foster. So in recent weeks, perhaps some of the momentum behind Spartak Bhoys has faded slightly. Earlier on, they were real title contenders. Ward-Prowse corner. Rojo! Bun tips it over the bar. That's another corner. Ward-Prowse will take this one as well. Ball in. Out by Vertonghen. Vertonghen encouraged to kind of look for the more exciting balls out of defence. O'Shea to Ward-Prowse for Spartak. To Pella. This is Mason, who looked so good last week playing in this deeper role. Ward-Prowse. Oh, tackle by Rahman. Good tackle. Callum Wilson's taken a knock. I think it's going to be okay to carry on though for Tommy. Browning throw-in, the new right back today. Ward-Prowse for Spartak. This is Pella. To Mason, must shoot. Gives it to Sterling instead. Buns, fantastic save. That was going into the far corner. No doubt about it at all. Bun did very well there. Ward-Prowse corner. Out by Pereira. Wanyama's going to get there first. O'Shea tackles him though. John O'Shea for Spartak. To Ward-Prowse. To Mason. Little ball to Pella. Yeah, Pella's skill set isn't really the through ball, but he's won a free kick. Delafeu found in a very dangerous position. And Ward-Prowse has scored a few decent ones from here before. Ward-Prowse, that's terrible though. Very wide. Taylor throw-in. Mason for Spartak. Taylor again. Dinks it in. Way by Lewandowski, I think. This is Wanyama for Tommy. Looks for Martial on the break. Great ball from Wanyama. What can Martial do? He skins his man completely, straight past Neil Taylor. Flanagan has looked pretty ropey at left back on occasions, but that wasn't a great moment for Taylor either. Sterling comes away with the ball. Sterling, that's going nowhere. There are three centre-backs for Tommy. One of them's going to get there. Stones gives it to Kurt Zouma. Zouma up to Pereira. Pereira to Callum Wilson. Out wide to Rahman. Just keeps it in. Ball in. Out by Ekstrand. Only as far as Pereira. Pereira shoots over the bar. Gamboa takes the throw in for TommyDGNR8. This is Pereira. Gamboa. Tackle by Taylor. Just did enough. Sterling up to Lewandowski. Tackle by Delafeu. Pella's going to get there first for Spartak. Pella toward Prowse. Back to Browning. Infield to Mason. Well tackled by Wanyama though. And now Pereira has it for TommyDGNR8. To Wanyama. Spreads it wide to Rahman at left back. This is Pereira. Threads it past two Spartak players. Great turn by Wilson. Martial's through. Fantastic save by the keeper. Good moment for TommyDGNR8. Best moment of the half for them. This is Wanyama again. Gamboa. Offside though. Half-time 0-0. Seen better than this, to be honest. Second half starts with Spartak kicking off. Rojo gives it to Sterling. Sterling coming in field. To Ryan Mason. Up to Pella. Still Pella. Wide toward Prowse. Back to O'Shea. First time ball from O'Shea to Lewandowski and he's offside. Pella takes the free kick. Mason. Sterling. Comes in field. Threads it through to Lewandowski. Back to Sterling. Deflection, corner. Ward-Prowse will take this. Ball in, out by Zuma again, another corner. Ward-Prowse takes all these Spartak corners. That's terrible. Straight to Wanyama. And the long ball was on to Martial. They could have hit him first time. They chose not to. Browning for Spartak. Ward-Prowse. Pella. To Mason. Up to Lewandowski. Quiet game so far. Lewandowski. Still going. Into the corner. Drags the ball back to O'Shea. Little ball to Ward-Prowse. Nice pass from O'Shea. That's not very good from Ward-Prowse. Bunn has it safely. Bunn kicks it long. Ekstrand beats Wilson. Pereira picks it up again though for Tommy. Callum Wilson once more. Martial. Couldn't turn. Centre back did well. Gamboa has it now. Gamboa's still going. Wilson! Oh, great save by Foster. Pereira will take the corner for TommyDGNR8. Out by Ward-Prowse. Callum Wilson has it. He gives it to Stones. Looks for Pereira. Onside? Seemingly. No, offside. Offside against Pereira. First change, Iheanacho replaces Callum Wilson for Tommy. Straight swap, striker for striker. Iheanacho wearing the 19 shirt. Ward-Prowse. He was checked though, and it might have to go back to O'Shea. O'Shea on to Sterling. Sterling against Gamboa. Sterling goes past him. Sterling. Oh, fantastic work from Sterling. Terrible shot. Terrible shot. Sermon replaces Mason in central midfield for Spartak. Fernandinho replaces Delafeu for Tommy. Gnabry replaces Pella. So Gnabry now playing in the hole behind Lewandowski. Maybe a better fit than Pella, I'd suggest. Sermon, substitute central midfielder. Gnabry, substitute number 10, I guess. Ward-Prowse, Spartak, charge down. Throw in for Spartak. Bun goal kick for TommyDGNR8. Good first touch from Martial. Controlled that well. Rojo may have found him, but Pereira, referee waves play on. Pereira to Rahman. Ball in. Out by centre-back. Drops to Martial. Wide. Wide. Gamboa throw in for TommyDGNR8. Martial. Tackled by Taylor. Gamboa. Out by Rojo. Wanyama for Tommy. This is Rahman. Still Rahman. Back to Pereira. They're being tightly marked though. Gamboa. Oh, did well. Oh! Should have done better with a shot there. Gamboa did tremendously up to that point. Corner for Tommy Degenerate. Pereira to take it. Ball in, out by Rojo. Martial has it for Tommy. Back to Pereira, the corner taker. Ball's blocked. Gnabry. The break's on now for Spartak. Gnabry needed to hit it a lot quicker than that, though. Still on, though. Sterling. Bad ball to Lewandowski. Chance to counter-attack. Didn't make much of it. 1 minute of injury time to come. Last chance, this probably. Browning for Spartak. Ward-Prowse. That's blocked and that's time. Tommy Degenerate 0. Spartak Boys 0.